Hello everyone, this is Everything Horror, where we love to talk about everything horror, and in this video, we are going to be talking about Come Play. Now, Come Play is directed by Jacob Chase. This is based on a short film that he did, and the main story here is about this young boy named Oliver. He is on the spectrum, and he finds this app on his phone, and it's a monster that decides to manifest itself through his device and wants to be his friend. But this creature may have some sinister motives because, it's a monster. Let's go ahead and start off with the positives. This movie looks really good, especially for a first time director, first motion picture. I actually thought everything was well put together. There was some fun they had with editing in this film because there are some editing tricks here where they try to make it a little bit of a jump scare while being subtle. I really enjoyed that part of the film. I saw this movie in Dolby Digital, so every sound, every creak, every cracking, it was very, very loud. And that's another positive. I really like the creature. His name is Larry. I know, such an odd name for a monster. But Larry he's pretty scary, man. There are some pretty good scares throughout the film. Most of them are earned. I think there was one scare that was kind of, one of those nothing scares where, it's a door closing or, those types. But most of the scares here are legit. Larry is scary. That rhymed. And I thought he was a very good adversary throughout the film. The only thing is, with the rules for the creature, some of the things kind of didn't make sense. Maybe I have to rewatch it, but there's some things where it's like, okay, he can do that, but he can't do this. There needed to be a little bit more clarification with the rules. The atmosphere is very well done. It's very creepy and eerie. There's some very suspenseful scenes that I really enjoyed. And the overall story I really enjoyed. I like the friction between the mother and father trying to help their son. But we all know everyone is better off as themselves. And I think it's a perfect allegory with the creature and young Oliver. He's trying to make friends. This creature wants him to be his friend. But this creature may have ulterior motives with being his friend. But I really like that mirroring that they did with the characters. The acting is really good. I love John Gallagher Jr. I always thought he was really good. I loved him earlier this year in Underwater. So he had 2 movies this year. I don't know if many actors can say that for 2020. But yeah, he was in 2 films. I really like Gillian Jacobs. I love her acting. She was pretty quirky in the movie, and she plays that very well. And she seemed very believable as a mother, worrying about her son and trying to gain his trust. There was more to it than, just jump scares and a freaky movie. This had a pretty good storyline. Negative, like I said earlier, is the rules of the monster. Another thing that I thought was a negative was, although I did like most of the jump scares, there was a lot. It was getting kind of like, okay, I'm over this. But yeah, just too many jump scares. But to counteract that, they did have a really good storyline, and not many movies that have, an abundance of jump scares have a good story. But overall, I really enjoyed Come Play. It ended off really good. I really enjoyed the ending of this film. I liked this film throughout. But like I said, a bit too many jump scares, and the rules of the monster kind of need to be clarified a little bit more. But yeah, I'm going to recommend Come Play. We had 2 horror movies that were actually pretty good, and audiences actually have something to watch this Halloween weekend. If you haven't already, check out Empty Man. Check out Come Play. I actually really recommend those films. There's not much to see in theaters, and we just got Blumhouse's Craft Legacy. If you had to choose between the Craft Legacy and Come Play, I'd choose Come Play 1,000 times over. I'm not going to review The Craft. There's a lot of people that reviewed it, and you could check out their reviews. I just thought it wasn't, worth my time trying to do a video and edit and all that. My rating for Come Play is going to be 3.5 SpongeBob cameos out of 5. Seriously, there's a lot of SpongeBob in this movie. There's even a part where Larry gives Oliver a sponge. At first I thought it was a Rice Krispie treat. I was like, oh, okay, that's really nice. But it was a sponge for SpongeBob. And that was hilarious. Anyways, hope you guys like this video. My name is Hector, and this is Everything Horror. We love to talk about everything horror. Take care, peeps.